What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, aka Mr. Go Get 'em. We are now live with another episode. So I'm bringing this back. It's called Therapy Session. I haven't done it in a minute. When I did them then, they were random. When I do it now, it's going to be random. So look forward to seeing me just pop up and go live. Okay? You've already seen the title of the video, so you already know what I'm talking about. Let's end the independent woman movement, or the independent movement as a whole. And when I say that, I say it for a reason. We live in a world where, unfortunately, mainly, specifically, women love to say that they are independent. But what I actually want to do is I want to break down what it actually is, or what it's supposed to be, as opposed to what it actually is. Because the definition of independent and the way that independence as a whole, they just don't coincide. Okay? And I'm not gonna lie, you about to get the realest version of me. Oh, wait, one. Got a new fucking lens. I got a new lens and a new camera, but I got a new fucking lens. Did y'all see my background? Bokeh out, aka blurry as a bitch. I love it. But I got my bowl of chili, turkey chili, because I'm eating healthy. Got a little bowl of scoops. I got my Amazon packages. And I have you. So you guys are literally getting me, and I got the text from all of you. Tonight you're getting a candid conversation with just me. And we need to have this conversation because there's a lot of things that are being overlooked, a lot of things that are being said, and a lot of things that are being misconstrued in the world that we live in today. So before we get started, if you're new, like, subscribe. The thumbs up button is free. Please hit the thumbs up button. It's super free. It doesn't charge. There's no charge for you hitting thumbs up. And then subscribe to the channel. Okay. So one of the first things that I need to do is pop up independent. A lot of y'all love to use the term that you're independent, which is great. I'm never going to knock you for being who you're supposed to be. But the thing is really understanding who you are and what it means to actually be independent. Because the world that we live in today has just fucking lied to women. Okay? So I'm going to throw the definition here. Independent. It's an adjective. Okay? 1, free from outside control, not depending on another's authority. Now, as a woman, as women, As an adult human being, no one has authority over you. I don't care who you are, no one has authority over you. So no one is telling you what you can and what you cannot do. So you being independent has nothing to do with that. And then it says not depending on another's authority. I'm just going to be honest. There's no human being on this earth that is independent. And the reason that I say that is if you work a job, you work under your boss's authority. If you rent or if you're buying a house, you are under the bank's authority, the landlord's authority, the apartment complex's authority. At any point in time, you can be fired and or kicked out. You absolutely, I'm not even going to go there yet. We're going to go to number 2. Not depending on another for livelihood or subsistence. We have depended on our parents for livelihood until we became adults. And as adults, you then depend on yourself and or the partner that you have in your life for your livelihood. But again, that goes back to also depending on your boss, depending on your landlord, depending on so many different things. What's up, Jason? You cannot get away from that. It is just pure factual information. Sustenance. In the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen, you got to go to the grocery store to get food. And even if you garden, you need seeds. So unless you already have the plants that you need to eat, you have to get those from somewhere. Home Depot, Walmart. I don't know. Any plant store in the world. I don't even know what a plant store is. Back in the day, remove electricity, remove money. We then bartered. No one in this world is actually independent. And I'm sorry that this dumb, stupid nigga back in the 90s sold y'all on being independent by the name of Little Webby. It was a great song, but this has become a movement that allows women to say that they're independent because they pay their own bills. Well, nothing in either one of these actual definitions has anything to do with you paying your own bills. As a matter of fact, none of this has to do with a man or a woman. But the reason that I'm saying women is because only women say they're independent. Men don't. Okay? Men never say they're independent because we're not. And we would never allow ourselves to say something like that because it just doesn't make sense. What do I need to be independent of? See, paying your bills, being your own boss, taking care of your children, that is literally just a part of life. That is a part of being an adult. I just literally walked in from my car lot warmed up a bowl of chili, and turned on my camera to have this conversation with you guys. Okay? Because it's 2025 and I don't care what anybody says, it's time for us to just stop being just stupid. Because what we're doing is we're allowing outside controls to affect what happens inside of our own homes. And when I say our homes, I mean our families or lack of families. In the world we live in, God created man and woman for us to be a part of each other's lives, not run around talking about being independent and how we don't need each other. Because we do. And we will always need each other, whether we like it or not. A lot of women, and I would love for y'all to go ahead and chat in. This is going to be triggering to you. But it needs to be because it's something that needs to be said. You're using and allowing your independence to keep you single, to keep you from finding love, to keep you from being happy with someone else. And not because someone else needs to make you happy, but because someone else allows you to actually have a family, have children, an entire home, allows children to grow up in homes where they actually have mothers and fathers. And the only reason you choose not to be that is because you love to live this fantasy that you're independent because you pay your own bills. As an adult, we all fucking pay our own bills. And at some point in time, we just gotta fucking be smart and change our thought process and understand that as human beings, we cannot do this alone. This chili is good too. Ground turkey. I live by it. If we don't change our thought process, if we don't start to do things differently, whether you know it or not, we are going to cease to exist. See, there's a lot of single moms watching this show right now. There's some single fathers watching this show right now. And what you're not thinking about is the fact that your children are going to grow up and start dating. And they're going to start dating these exact same people that you talk about in this dating world. See, the ones that you choose not to date because they're full of shit are raising children with their full of shit attitude. They're raising children with their independent thought process and telling their daughters, you don't need a man, and telling their sons, you don't need a woman. But at the same time, that same mom is saying, be a gentleman, open the door for me, pump my gas, carry in the groceries for me, take out the trash, do all this shit for me, but don't worry about them other females out there. And then as he walks through life, he sees mom paying all the bills, taking care of everything, and doing everything on his own, on her own. So when he gets a girl pregnant, you think he's going to stay involved? Why would he? Why should he? If mom can do it alone, she can do it alone. But if you also put the daughter in that place where she hears, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, you don't need a man, get your degree, go make money, go do this, go do that, and she gets pregnant. And instead of her fostering a good, healthy relationship and even wanting to be married, she leaves him because mom did it alone, and mom told me day one that I don't need him. So now she's a single parent. See, we love to talk about generational curses. That's a generational curse. We have to get over the fact of this independent shit. And a lot of it stems from fear because the world sells women fear. So let me give y'all a little bit of truth. The same men that y'all run around being afraid of, because we want to use you and we don't want to We just want to hurt you and grape you and essay you and all these things. Well, over 100 years ago, 120, 130 years ago, is really when they started putting together the majority of these laws that we have today. And all those laws were put together by men. And the laws that help protect you today are also enforced by men. Because if there were no police officers, if there were no repercussions, if there was nothing that was going to happen to us, well, technically, we could do whatever we wanted to women, and we choose not to. We are the epitome of safety, security, and provision. See, if you as a woman, what's up, Dez? You have to understand something, that as a man, what makes me as a man feel like a man is being able to take care of a family. I look at my kids every fucking day and understand that they wouldn't have shit if they didn't have me or their mother. So if we don't do our jobs, if I don't do my job, especially as the financial breadwinner, whether you want to call it child support, whether you want to call the fact, because I have mine. I don't care what you call it. If I'm not there every single day, protecting them from the outside world and teaching them what they have to face in the future, who do they have? And then I'm man enough to say, I know I'm a dick, I'm an asshole, I'm a man. So I'm not always the emotional type. I'm very stoic. My kids can say they've never seen me cry. I'm all about discipline and structure. They have a bedtime and they stick to it. If they fuck up, there's punishment and repercussions. And I'm not changing that. They understand that. And because of that and what I have created in that, that's what makes me a man. So when their mother comes around, guess what? Well, things are a little different because, well, she is the one that is the nurturer. She's the one that is giving them all the extra love and attention and things that, they need, that at the end of the day, I don't do. Kids will never understand how important these things are unless we teach them, show them, and give them that. So to run around saying that you're independent, you're stifling even your own children's life. You're stifling what they could and what they should be. You're not even allowing them to get to the next level in life because they don't even know what the next level is because they are too busy living the lie that you were sold. We have to start making changes and making changes now. Because if we don't do it, no one else does. It gets worse before it gets better. Hey, Cordy, thanks for checking in. He said cooking up facts. Jason said protection. I got Dez. Let's see. What is that? Slunty, a blunty. Hand class. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So I'm gonna take this back real quick. This is the definition of independent. As men, when we hear a woman say she's independent and we know what the definition of independent is, none of that says paying my own bills, taking care of my own children, and not depending on a man. Which is why men never say we're independent, because it sounds stupid. It makes zero sense. We have to get better, become better, be better than those before us. Because at some point in time, there is the after us, and the after is our children. So if we aren't making better decisions now, if we aren't doing the things that we need to do now, guess what? Later, when it truly affects them the most, understand you are a prime example of what your children would be. So if you're not willing to make the change, they have no idea what the change is. Okay? It doesn't matter how old your children are, and it doesn't matter how old you are. See, what's crazy is I'm fucking up. First and foremost, Red Hot Riplets, straight out of St. Louis, only in St. Louis. Only. I actually have my family ship these motherfuckers to me. Best chips you ever gonna have. Put this in your chili, put it in your top ramen noodles, put it in your fried rice. The best thing in the world. I told you, tonight y'all about to get the realest version of Bailey that y'all have probably ever had. And it's gonna be a lot more moving forward. You have to make a change. And the crazy part is, see, you're 30 something years old right now and decide to go to nursing school and push yourself forward in nursing school. Or now all of a sudden you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to do all these different things later on in life. And you absolutely have no problem prioritizing that shit. But you have every problem prioritizing finding a husband, prioritizing dating correctly, prioritizing making sure that your children grow up in a two-parent household. And yes, it is hard out here as a single parent dating, but prioritize fucking dating. We always want to run around and sit here and say, oh, my kids come first, my kids come first, my kids come first. If your fucking kids come first, put them in a two-parent household where they have a better chance in their future. Let them see and understand what love is. Let them see you actually receive love. Choose to be with someone that is actually going to give you something in your life. Stop running around with this fear-mongering, thinking that men really go to work to bust their ass 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a goddamn day to come home and treat you like shit. Are you fucking stupid? If I'm literally leaving outside of my home to go bust my ass to pay for all of these bills, to come home to the one thing that is supposed to be my peace and the one thing that is my pleasure. Because when I want some motherfucking cookie, when I want eat some cookie, when I'm ready to bust, you are my primary choice. So to think that I am coming home to either beat on you, yell at you, and degrade you is about the most dumbest imbecilic thought process in the fucking world. And the fact that so many of y'all have actually bought into that thought process is crazy to me. I really want to leave my house every day and kill myself to provide to fuck you up. Please, can you make that make sense for me? Please. Why don't you put those hot chips in there? Oh my God. Oh my God. Three days ago, when my good friends committed, he took himself out of life. He removed himself from the world that we know today. You know, one of the primary things he was fighting for? His children. The fact that in the court system, the world, and with women, we have to fight to be fathers, but you're quick to call us deadbeats. I do not understand this world that we live in. And why we go through the things that we go through, and how everything is such an argument and everything is such a fight, when all we're supposed to do is literally love each other and procreate and make the next version of ourselves better than who we are. This shit is not that hard. And I understand that in life, you make bad decisions and bad choices. Stop dragging your children along with your bad decisions and bad choices. Because everything that you do affects them. And if you are not thinking about that, you might want to look at how you're parenting. This world that we live in, yo, this shit really ain't that difficult. People all the time tell me I got the cheat code. I don't have a cheat code. I don't live by these stupid rules that y'all abide by. Because I'm going to tell you, one, I'm a man. Last time I checked, even biblically speaking, God said that I am the ruler of this earth. And I am supposed to be above everything that is on this earth. So when it comes to relationships, I fear no woman. I don't need to run away from you or hide from you because you are not my mother. So there's no such thing as cheating. You motherfuckers need to start talking to each other. Tell her why you're unhappy or tell her why you're choosing to go fuck somebody else. The fact that you are afraid of your woman or the fact that she'll leave, I still don't understand. Because women outnumber men 20-1. 19 others can replace your ass. You can't replace me the same way. That's not being cocky or having an attitude. That's just a reality. Two, as a woman and as a beautiful woman, and literally as the epitome of what beauty is, for you to be beautiful and have such worldly success, the fact that you are single, you have to question yourself of why are you single? And to say that a man just doesn't bring to the table what you bring to the table, when you should never be the one bringing anything to the table anyway, because he is supposed to be the table, automatically should tell you you're already walking in the wrong spirit. Niggas should be knocking at your door to give you a table. Simple as that. They should be offering you everything. And if you go out and you go make $1,000,000, guess what? You need to understand that as a now millionaire woman, the likelihood of you finding a man that's going to come with what you come with has shrank. Why they call them 1%ers. And most millionaire men are married. Most millionaire women are not. Start looking at statistics and understand we don't care about what you have accomplished, because the things that you accomplish do not impress us. We are more impressed by beautiful eyes, a fat ass, great looking nails, and the fact that you can actually take care of children. Not that you can make $1,000,000. I want to be the one making the millions so that I can give it to you. I know a lot of shit that I'm saying is trickery. But you have to ask yourself, why is it triggering? Why does it hurt to hear the truth? More so, they've created this situation where you have to hate so much that when it comes out of the mouth of a man, it triggers you even more. Why? Why? Why is it that the moment you get actual facts, actual life facts, that right now, as you listen and hear this, you understand it 100% because you've lived it, it pisses you off. I haven't done this in a minute. I missed this. I ain't gonna lie. I need y'all to come alive in the chat a little bit more. But yeah. It's time for us to change the way we move and the things that we do, because this ain't working. And I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm hearing it still all over social media. Let me see what year this damn song came out. What year did Little Webby Independent come out? Let's see if somebody can beat me to it. Okay. This song came out. I don't need the damn lyrics, motherfucker. Year 2008. Was it really 2008? Okay. And then what, Neo was right after that? What was it? Sexy Love? Nope, Miss Independent. Okay. And his also came out in 2008. So almost 20 years ago, 17 years ago. For the last 17 years, y'all been calling yourselves independent because of dumbass Lil Webby and then Neo came up and followed up right behind him in the same year. Now, I want y'all to also think about that. How did two artists, one R&B and one rap, both hot at the same time, just come out with the same fucking shit in the same year, as if this all wasn't pre-planned in order to do exactly what it did almost 20 years later? And if you really look at music in the entertainment industry and break it down, man, my cousin texted me. Telling you, we have to change our thought process, men and women. Men, y'all have to get back to being actual protection and protecting women as a whole. And protection is not just about beating somebody's ass or making sure that somebody don't grab your girl's ass. Protect her feelings, her emotions. Listen to her and listen to understand. We all understand as men that a lot of times they do say shit that just makes no fucking sense, but sometimes when they say nonsensical things, shut up. Just shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Let her get it off her chest and shut up. Call it a day. Simple as that. Be a fucking provider. Stop talking about all this 50-50 shit. Your job as a man is never to be 50-50. Not 60-40. Not 70-30. Not 80-20. Not 90-10. 98-2. She pays for the groceries, motherfucker. And she doesn't even have to do that. Your job as a provider is to make sure there is a roof over her head, because a roof over her head is a roof over your children's head, whether you are there or not. Because this is the thing, as a man, technically your ass should not be in the house. You should be out doing what it takes to be said provider. That is the number one reason she will respect you. That is the number one reason she's never going to be saying she's this shit. A relationship itself is all about codependency, counting on each other. She should not be providing the same thing that you provide, and you should not be providing the same thing that she provides. And if you don't understand that, that within itself is a problem. At some point of time, we have to be smarter. Ladies, I hope you send this video to all of your friends. Share the hell out of this shit. Comment out of your ass after the fact on this video. This may be the first video I actually pay for promotion for, because this needs to spread like wildfire. I don't care how much you hate me for it. I am never gonna not be honest, never not tell the truth, and never not want better for you. These conversations may be hard, but they need to be had because you're losing and you're losing big. This isn't for black women. This isn't for white women, Asian women, Latina women, Russian women. This is for no women specifically. This is for all of you. In order for you to change your outcome, the first thing you have to change is the way you move. So I'm going to give y'all another definition of some dumb shit that is said all the time. I can make a whole show off of this one. I deserve. Girl, you deserve a good man. Girl, you deserve it when you get into a new relationship. Cool. Do something or have or show qualities worthy of reward or punishment. Let that set in. Reward or punishment. Do something. Yeah, so when you're in a bunch of bad, shitty, fucked up relationships, that's because you're not doing something about it. See, if you want a reward, well, you have to work for it. If you want punishment, great, do nothing. I say this about dating. Go ahead and keep dating stupid motherfuckers that you know is stupid that don't offer you anything whatsoever and thinking that you're going to get something out of it. Continue to date where you think a man needs to go out of his way to do everything for you, but you need to do nothing for him. Congratulations. That's where you're going to get the highlighted prize that you see there. Let me go ahead and make this bigger for you. Okay? When you do nothing and you have nothing but expectations, you get punishment. When you do something, when you show qualities worthy of, well, you end up with reward. See, it's amazing how the hardest workers in the world end up with so much shit, aka reward, but lazy people that don't do shit end up broke, aka punishment. Break the law, punishment. Abide by the law, reward. Lie, punishment. Truth, reward. This shit is fucking easy. You all run around always talking about what you deserve. Now you see what you deserve. Words have meanings. They have definitions. These are definitions of words that you use quite often. Let me break it down for you. Do something or have or show qualities worthy of reward or punishment. So if you have a history of fucked up relationships and you didn't do anything, because see, it's always that. I didn't do nothing. He isn't shit. You chose him. For one. Two, take me out, pay my bills. Gimme. But you did nothing for him. If you end up with punishment, you got what you worked for. You know what the independent movement has sent y'all? Let's do this. This has been the primary creator of this. This has been the primary creator of this outcome. Primary. This is easy. I'm telling you, it's easy. And I understand, again, the world lies to women every single day. And y'all buy and eat those lies up. It literally says, if you lie, she will buy. I hate that, but unfortunately, it is the truth. And the fact that that is said and it rings true within itself should hurt you and make you think about every aspect of that shit. I haven't done a therapy session in a minute. That's what I call these. I call these therapy sessions. Let's end the independent women movement. Let's end this independent movement. You're not independent. And you're not making it by saying you're independent. Y'all are fucking failing and at an all-time high. And it's not just you, because everything that you do affects us, because we literally follow after you. I will agree. Cookie, pussy, punani, boom boom, cakes, everything that you twat, I don't know, everything you can think of that they call it runs the world. But you're running it into the ground. It is our primary job to go after you. So if you make the bad decisions, well, that's why women are the downfall of all men. If you make bad decisions, your bad decisions affect us. And guess what? We'll make bad decisions just to get you. So if we're both making bad decisions, ain't gonna be no win. And that's why a nigga like me is gonna come forward and have this conversation, because I'm a leader and I was born this way. Hell or hot water, I'm taking it. You can put all the fire on me you want to. It's not gonna change the fact that at some point in time, someone needs to be the voice of reason, honesty, and truth. And if I get under fire and go under fire telling the truth to everyone, both men and women, I'm cool with that. Because this is the thing, whether it's one person, 5 people, 10 people, and it resonates and it changes their life, I'm with it. I did my job. See, God has created all of us for a reason, and some of us to do certain things. My entire life, I was told I was going to be a preacher. At some point in time, you're going to be a preacher. Oh, shit. Wrong camera. Change it. I guess this is my sermon. So, Welcome to another episode of Therapy Session. This has been good. I hope y'all pay attention again. Share this motherfucker everywhere because people need to hear this everywhere. And let's make this better than what it has been. It is 2025. Today is January 28th. This has already been a hell of a year. Nothing, and I say nothing, has gone right so far. If you don't see that and see the outcomes of the decisions that we have made, there's nothing that's going to change your life. You need to start making changes and making changes quickly because it's catching up to us faster than what we like. Today is the beginning of the best day of your life. Start treating it as that. The moment you opened your eyes this morning, it was a blessing because so many other people did not get blessed. Start living your blessing. If you don't know your purpose, get to know your purpose. And live within your purpose. As parents, start making better decisions for your children. They require a male and female energy in a home. A masculine man brings out feminine energy at an all-time high. So I don't care how convenient your relationship is right now. If he's not masculine, kick his ass to the curb. If he's not putting you in your feminine, kick him to the curb. If he's not a provider, bye. There's not a lot of us out here. And I'm going to tell you, 90% of women are literally vying for the top 20% of men. You want 6 foot, 6-pack, 6 figures, that shit? Cool. If you find that and you get that, understand every woman is looking for your position. And guess what? He has hella options for said position. So you better be ready to either share or your best foot better be forward at all times. And you can't fall off. Because if you do, there's someone there to replace you. And when you reverse that, well, ladies, it's not the other way around. A lot of you say you have options, but your options are for sex only. Today is the beginning of the best day of your life. I definitely want to say thank y'all for tuning in again for another episode of Therapy Session right here on nocappreacts. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go Get 'em. And with that, hit the like button.